Hello, kindly introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Esther Muriuki. I am the current chairperson of Special Education Professionals, simply abbreviated as SEP.
Yes, SEP. People will wonder who is SEP, what is SEP. Kindly share with our viewers.
SEP is a registered society. We do multidisciplinary approach to interventions for children with disability. So in that we mean that we have occupational therapists, physiotherapists, speech and language pathologists, special needs teachers, and we do also have low vision therapists. So the idea behind multidisciplinary approach is to help that the parent is not running around looking for professionals. So it's like one-stop shop for your disability consultations. Yes.
Amazing, amazing. Now, today we get to see, actually, personally, it's my first time, fashion for children with disability. So, what was your main reason or what was the agenda for having this? I believe it's the first one.
Yes, it is our first event, and this idea was birthed from listening to the children. They all have dreams, like each and every one of us, but they didn't get a chance to see that, to have a visual of that would look like. And so then in working with the designers and the children, they were able to agree that they could come to a sitting and be able to help our children have a visual of what their dream would look like in fashion. Yes.
That's interesting. Now, what's when it comes to dealing with people with disabilities, for those who have no knowledge at all, when it's their first time, they can have mixed reactions towards them. Some will be frustrated, some will be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So what would you say it is when it comes to dealing with people with disabilities?
First, I would say that we should not condemn ourselves if we have no experience with people living with disability or children who are special with their needs, because then it is okay not to be aware of these conditions. And I think the first step we take is to appreciate or acknowledge that we do need information in regard to that area of need. And I think the second step is to realize that they're human. They're human. And I think that is a platform that we can all relate. And once we begin to understand they're human, then we are already taking the first step towards including them and seeking information about what their needs are, so that then they can participate in our social lives or social setups. Yeah.
You just actually answered the question that I was about to ask. I wanted to ask you about how would you, tell someone who has no knowledge about persons with disabilities or special persons, how will they start educating themselves regarding, these persons?
I think maybe sometimes when it is a gray area or an unknown, it is human for us to want to step back because we don't know how to deal with that. But maybe if we step back and think that we all want to be loved. And these kids or even adult individuals who have disabilities, they can love, and we all want to be loved. And actually, I feel that our children with disabilities love even more than a regular person would. And it would be denying us the privilege to give and accept that love. And in the journey of doing that, then you get to get a knowledge and an understanding of who they are.
Because I think from that point, I think it's something that I believe we who are able. There are many a times we just dress up, and we care about the style, but we don't realize or think about the process of putting on the one trouser, buttoning the buttons through the holes. Now, that's another thing that I will want, that brings now me to the next question regarding the fashion, because it's something that people, I'm very sure, will be amused and surprised, the fact that special persons have different clothes. They don't just wear clothes like ours, and our market does not have that for them. So what would you say about that?
I think that we begin to realize that there is space for each and every one of us. And however it takes maybe just one person to to push us to the direction that we can actually expound the boundaries that we have created around fashion, around accessibility to different facets of life. And once we begin to expand that, then there's room for them. They can enjoy trending fashions as we do. They can actually be part of developing those trends so that then they are able to sort of break the ceiling and fly with it. And maybe with time, it will be us envying the fashion that they come up with.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for that.